Hello, everybody. This is the follow-up lesson to, excuse me, or I guess it's the replacement lesson for what we missed out on yesterday. And this is going to be a two-parter. The first part is me going over the DLR from yesterday, and that was two lessons, or two assignments. And then the second part is going to be me doing the first lesson on character traits. So first, I'm going to start off with the DLR, Daily Language Review. And that's looking at this first one here, Monday. And I know we weren't in school Monday, but I still assigned you that just so you could have a couple extra practices. They don't take a super long time. So number 1 says, complete the analogy. Sun is to star as Earth is to blank. Well, with all analogies, you need to stop. You need to think about how the things are related. It's like a metaphor. How are things related? Well, how are sun and star related? Well, I know the sun is a star. So if the sun is a star, that means the Earth is a planet, right? Then we need to give 2 words that rhyme with each of the following words: pen and clock. Pen, you want to make sure you have the same end sound for your rhyming words. So pen, hen and zen. You just got to make sure you have that E end sound. You just replace the first one with, real words. Zen is, a state of inner peace sort of thing. Clock, you got to keep that OCK sound. Rock and stock. Bam. And then correct these sentences. Yes, Park Road Elementary School has a book fair in February. Oof. Well, as one thing I've noticed, a pattern with all of these activities is that most of these sentences are not starting off with capital letters. So that should be a capital Y-E-S. But then, Park Road Elementary School. Is that just a generic elementary school? Like, are they saying, hey, go to school? Or is that naming a specific elementary school? That's a specific elementary school, right? It's just like, it's a proper noun. It's just like if I said Cleveland Elementary, you would capitalize Cleveland Elementary. Park Road is going to be capital. So capital P-R-K, Road, Elementary, School, will have, it's future tense. So just like Cleveland will have a book fair in February. I don't know if we will, but we'll have a book fair in February. I'm going to have to go start a new line here. In, then capital F, February. Period. February is capital. It's a proper noun. It's a specific month. All right. And then March 6th, 2005 is my sister's wedding. Well, not only is March the first word of the sentence, so it needs to be capitalized, it's also a month. March 6th, you could also add TH there. 2005 is, you know what, I'm going to go with was, because it's 2021 right now. That's 16 years ago. March 6th, 2005 was my sister's. Now, here's where things get a little tricky for you, maybe. I don't know how much grammar study you guys have had outside of me, but when you put an S on the end there, that just means plural. So you're talking about all my sister's wedding was that March 6th, which would be kind of weird or kind of nice, depending on your family view, I suppose. But you want to show possessive. That was my sister's wedding. My sister. How do you show possession? Well, you put an apostrophe there. Apostrophe S. The apostrophe S is how you make a noun possessive. Just like if I said, that is Jeremy's apostrophe S, PS4. Okay? That is showing that it's his object. Much like it's my sister's wedding, that is also Jeremy's PS4. So you don't want to forget to put the apostrophe there to show possession. And then the second sheet from actual yesterday, we are starting off with circling the word that is spelled correctly. So what is the word that is spelled correctly? Well, like I've been saying all year, you guys have a distinct advantage when doing something like this because you are at home, you're on your iPad, and you could just go to Google or whatever, go to Safari, and you could start typing in O-P-O-S-I. Oh, that's not how you spell opposite because look right here. O-P-P-O-S-I-T-E. It's got all those variations of opposite. So it's not O-P-O, it's O-P-P-O-S-I-T-E. Not opposite, opposite, opposite. Then we're going to correct these sentences. His shirt is missing 2 buttons. It needs to be mended too. Well, of course, his shirt is missing. And what's the problem with 2 right there? Missing 2 buttons. Well, T-O-O means also. It'd be like you saying his shirt is missing buttons too. It's missing buttons also. They're talking about the number of buttons, though. His shirt is missing 2 buttons. What is the numerical spelling? T-W-O. 2 buttons. Period. That's a run-on sentence. Or you could do, comma, it needs button, or a semicolon. I'll do a semicolon. Ooh, yeah. Oops. It needs to be mended to T-O-O, period. So they're using 2 properly there. I would do this, actually. Period, capital. It needs to be mended to. So remember, T-O-O means also. T-W-O is the number, and I need to go is like a preposition. And then, is you going to finish that book by Friday? What? I don't even understand what that says. So it's asking a question, but it's saying, is you? Are you? And one thing I know we all, when we're speaking casually to one another, and I try and stop myself from doing it with my daughter, but I'll be like, are you going to eat your food? Are you going to get up and go? Are you going to clean up your mess? We can't say gonna, especially in our writing. So instead of gonna, what do we mean when we say the word gonna? Are you going to finish that book by Friday? And it is a question because it's asking, are you going to be done by Friday? Question mark. And then 4 and 5 here are you figuring out if it's the sentence is talking about the past, the present, or the future. Number 4 says he mastered the low dive when he was only 9 years old. Well, that's past, right? And how do we know that it's past? We have to look at certain clues to help you figure it out. He mastered. ED is typically when a word is ED at the end or has an ED suffix, it means in the past. It happened. He mastered the low dive when he was only 9 years old. And then number 5, we are painting my bedroom yellow and blue. Well, that's present because they're currently in the process. We are painting. They're currently in the process of painting. Now, if I wanted to change it to past, I could say we painted blah, 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 my bedroom yellow and blue. Or if I wanted to make it future, we are going to paint blah, blah, paint my bedroom yellow and blue. So we painted my bedroom yellow and blue last weekend. That's the past tense, right? Or if I wanted to make it future tense, we are going to paint my bedroom yellow and blue this weekend. So getting ready to paint it this weekend. So you need to just look at those word clues that really help you figure out which tense each one is at.